Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County, an Ontario themed city. And make sure to get that bell on the... Wait, did I already say that? Yeah, make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. That's the intro. But, you know, get that bell notification on too because I have a special project coming up sometime soon. And, you know, that bell notification is going to be a good way to figure out or to know when that special project is going to be posted. So, what's going on in today's episode? Well, we are going to be building a national park, and then I'm also hoping to look at some train lines as well. Yeah, ignore the buses. There was a glitch or something that turned on intercity buses on all the bus stations, and I know we've turned them all off, and I only noticed it because I was on the west end of the city, or east, yeah, west end of the city, and we've been working out on the east end of the city for a little while. So craziness. Anyway, so yeah, national park, looking at some train lines, doing a bit of a revision there, and then on Friday's episode, I think we'll be looking up in the north of the city around Dean Hills. I think that would be a fun project to do, something that we've left open for a little while. And then next time we're in Brockton County, we'll try to finish off just a couple of the other suburbs, and then I think we'll be kind of done with this series for a little while. I'm not gonna ever say that this series is gonna be gone forever. I think we'll come back to it every now and then, you know, for a special project or to test out a mod or something like that. The city would be a good option for that because it's such a massive city. It's almost 140,000 citizens. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hop out and look at what we've done. So last episode, we built up Strathcona Lakes a little bit with a little bit of a park. I haven't seen the game much at all since we last left off. So we got a bit of a nice little downtown here with some restaurants and whatnot, I would assume. Except we don't need that tall building there. We got a nice little place to sit by the water. You know, we probably should have, you know, added in some ice cream trucks or something like that. I think this would be a really nice spot for that. But we also added in the Central Park asset right in here, which I think is really nice for like a cool city park by the lake. You can catch a local theater concert and sit and look at the beautiful lake and the surroundings, the amphitheater, rondo. Yeah, it's a nice little area. We got a little parkette here which we said, I think, maybe on weekends there's a farmer's market. Yeah. So what are we doing today? Well, we're going to be working out over here in this area. And why this area? Well, when I built the map originally, I was trying to get some cool features of Ontario throughout the map so we could, you know, build some of these national parks. And to the east of Toronto, there's something called the Scarborough Bluffs. And they look pretty similar to this in a way, but there's a bit of like a beach you can walk on. So I'm gonna try to do that as well. And yeah, they're right on the Lake Ontario, which is what we're saying this is. And you know, it's a pretty nice historical place. You can go for like a day trip and walk around, see the nature. So I think that's what we're gonna be doing right in here. And then I'm thinking of trying to get some housing in here as well. I think that might help out a little bit. You know, not a lot. And also help kind of transition the area because it is rather empty. We have like this ore industry over here, which the people living here might actually go work there. Yeah, so future projects. Well, I think we'll be working up in Dean Hills on the other side of the highway right here on Friday. And then we have a community here I want to build up, and then a town over here. So that's probably next week. So I think next week we'll probably do the town, Strathcona Heights, or Shatner Heights right in here, and then maybe right in here kind of thing, and that's 3 places to build. And then we'll probably end it off, and then we'll do like a wrap-up video a few weeks later for the series. But let's get started. So we have this strange diamond interchange here. It's a little strange, but you know, it works, so I'm not going to change it really. I think this was very hastily built at the end of an episode, if I recall, But what this does is it allows us to bring a road in here, and then we'll be able to bring it into what is going to be the national park. So let's go with and it could be any road really, but I'm thinking we could go with since it's the entrance to a national park, and we already kind of have a large road right here. I'm thinking what we do is let's just try to make this straight. There we go. And then, actually, you know what? Let's go with just the same road as we're using with the median. And we'll go with this one for a little bit longer, say about there. And then we'll split it off with just a basic road. And this one is going to meander off. It's not going to be like a grid or anything. And this one's going to come all the way out over here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll bring this right there, and then we'll connect it up, just like that, to this strange interchange. But, you know, it's not exactly the most heavily trafficked area, so I'm not going to worry too much about what's going on over here. Looks like we have some lanes that are blocking it. Yes, okay, so we'll delete this, and then we can get some dedicated turning lanes. And you know what? I probably should have used the asymmetrical road for the end of this. That's fine. And then we'll just get some dedicated turning lanes. And yeah, there we go. That works out. Except on this side, oh, there's no right turns. And I suppose we could upgrade it. Oh gosh, I'm getting carried away. This is what I was worried about, kind of trying to end this series. I guess I'm gonna get carried away with a lot of small details like this, but you know, it is important that it works out and the traffic is all nice and it flows properly. So yeah, there we go. I guess we'll need to bump the speed limit up as well. Oh my goodness, we're getting carried away. 80. All right, that's fine. Even though the rest was 100. Anyway, so we have this. I'm thinking this is just going to be a connection point for the suburb, and then also for this national park, because people might be coming from the national park from out of the city or Strathcona, which they'd flow down into here rather than from the highway or the downtown. They come in this way. Okay, so I guess the next step is to get that first road in that we built, which is right here. And we'll continue this on. And I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of bring it in to about here. Now let's go a bit farther. Right to there. And then we'll end it. And we're going to end it with another type of road. I'm thinking actually a roundabout might be nice in this instance. So why don't we go with a one-lane road with trees, and we'll do this, and we'll go out 6 units. There we go. And we'll go out. Oh my goodness, my game's freezing. 6 units, and then 6 units. There we go. And then 6, and then 6. You know what? Actually, let's do something else. I don't really like how that looks. Let's go with the grass line road first of all. And let's just clear this up a little bit. And yeah, so we'll go with the grass line road, and then what I'll do is I will... we're on a bit of a strange angle here, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit. But let's go with a straight road, and we'll go 6 units out, and then 6 units out again. And then I'll just flip it around like that, and then what we'll do is we'll just connect it up. Maybe that was too far, actually, because that would be a strange connection, wouldn't it? I mean, why not? Why not? Let's try to make it work. I guess in a way we'd need to like swing out and up, right? Yeah, okay, let's just do it. Do something like that. And then let's try to mirror it on this side. I was looking for more just like maintaining the flat section here so we can get a gate in. And one way we could actually make sure that this is clean is, so we know that that's measured, we could go to create curve, go from here to here, and then from that node to this node. Yeah, it's not exactly the best. Why don't we do a loop? And we'll go from here to here, here to here. Ah, okay. I'm messing everything up right now. Let's just keep it simple, you know? And we'll go from about here, and we'll just go 4 units out. I think that'll probably be a bit better of a curve. And I'm using the wrong road. Holy cow, what's going on today? Got a lot on my mind, apparently. So let's go out 8 units then. And we'll swing it out to about there, and then we'll connect it up. Okay, you know what? This'll work. Like I just said, I feel like I'm wasting lots of time sometimes. And yeah, I was right. I am wasting lots of time. And then we'll upgrade this right here, and then we'll flip it around. So we have a nice, simple little connection point. That's pretty even, isn't it? For just kind of winging it. Yeah, there we go. And then we have connection points. So this is, you can actually walk in the middle of this. It would be nice to be able to turn off the trees in here. I know we could do that with the BOB mod, but yeah, and then you come in right through here to drop your friends off, or yeah, I mean, this whole road is parking as well, which is nice. But let's make that national park now, because it's been a little too long and we haven't actually made the park. So I'll bring it right down into here. I'll bring this all the way over. And we'll try to end it right over here, because you don't need it to be that large for the theme of what we're doing. And I am going into that water there for a reason. And then we'll just bring it up to here for now as well. Alright, so national park. Let's get the gate in. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? And we'll go with the national park one, because it's just a bit larger. And we'll just try to center it a little bit better than what it is. Fantastic. And then let's get a couple crosswalks, I think, but I also want to get a parking lot in here. Okay, if we click this in just like that, then we can use move it to align it a little bit better. And I know there's a light in the way right there, so that's a little bit frustrating that about that. But perhaps we can kind of even get a road through here. Actually, that might be interesting. No parking. No, it's too big, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll just fill up the edges with concrete here, and we'll say that people can just, you know, drive over here. I think that's gonna be fine. Right on these corners, right through here. All right, and then I'll kind of just get a fence over here. We can add in some more parking as well. I think that would be nice of us to do. I think just 2 more. One over here, and then I'll just rotate them in, and we'll plop them down. Alrighty. And then we'll switch the road from being a grassland road, because if you're going to park here, you'd have to drive across the grass, and I don't think that is appropriate. So, yeah, okay, so then we'll just move it here, and I'll just copy these, and we'll copy it, and I'll just paste it right here like that. Whoops. And then I'll grab these 2, and I'll just move them down. They're not perfect, but I think it works. Okay. So we need to upgrade that road again, and we'll go with the one-way road, no parking. And right in these nodes here, I'm gonna make it a crossing. And that's gonna be helpful for us. And then we'll also make these nodes crossings as well. Yeah, there we go. And then I suppose what we want is them to be a bit closer together. So it looks like it's just one. Okay, and this one we need to move with move it. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. It looks like you can probably get your car into the parking lot from this side now. Okay, then right in the middle here, let's get just a pathway, and we'll just do a simple little paved path. And you know what? Maybe this is what was kind of throwing us off a little bit. That's pretty good now. So just a paved path, nothing fancy. And the reasoning behind that is because I think if we just kind of do that, might look nice. I know there's a lamppost in the way now. I wonder if we can just pull that through. That's nice. And if people walk right across the road, but that's all good with me. And then since this is a nature-y kind of vibe, let's add to that. Let's throw these right in the corners here. And over in here, and then what I think we need is a fence as well. So we'll go with the nature reserve fence, and we'll turn off our guidelines when we're doing this because it is a lot easier to do without our guidelines on. And then I'll also try and bring the fence down right into here. So it looks a bit more natural, and or more like a defined pathway rather than just like a concrete strip, and then we'll get a couple of these trees in here as well. These trees are a bit smaller, so maybe they're more recently planted. We'll get another one over here, and then why don't we get some rock features in here as well. Swing it around. So the longer side is over here, and we'll get a different one. It's too big. This side. Oh no, I didn't turn prop and tree anarchy on. Okay, now it's on, and then I think if I just grab move it here. Oh no, they deleted. That's unfortunate. But pretty easy to fix. We knew what we were doing before. And then we'll grab these small trees and we'll place them back down. And you know what? These ones are a bit smaller anyways. Okay, and then what I like doing with these rocks here is just to grab this and just place them through, because any lawn upkeep wouldn't be able to really upkeep the lawn that well with those rocks there. So yeah, nice little entrance right here. And we're going to do a Steven special, and we're going to incorporate other elements from the Parks DLC into this area. So let's go with, so it's a national park. It's a dirt kind of entrance, but that's okay. We'll use the park path for a little bit, and I think we could actually even try to pave this in. We are on a nice kind of grid for the surface painter. Holy cow. All right, so there is that grassy decal, and I wonder if you can turn it off with the BOB mod. Oh, not that. Oh, okay, no, not that. Alt B. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure it's one of these things. But I don't know what it is, so it might actually not even be that. It might be from, yeah, right here. Yeah, so I don't know what it is. I'm still new to that mod, but I only really like using it for trees, changing them up. All right, so we'll bring this water through, and we'll just go under the road really roughly because we're kind of in a rush. National Park. So the National Park is not the name of this. it's going to be called the the Brockton Bluffs. And yeah, so we got this right in here. Just gonna clean it up a little bit better. National Park looks a lot nicer with it paved in, doesn't it? And let's kind of create a bit of an entryway for this area. So we'll go into the park, the city parks tool, and what I'll do is I'll just bump out a little bit right in here. Oh, that's not as far. And I definitely want to make sure we have time to do the trains as well today. Okay, so we have a bit of like a home base here, and then I will bring it out another 4. And I think how we're gonna transition out of this. Okay, well let's just start with this actually. So let's get a nice little. You know what? I probably shouldn't have done that. I like the. I don't really like a plaza for this kind of build. So let's get a little cafe here because I think that might be nice. Although I think maybe we can bring it out over on this side for a little bit of a better vibe. So we'll get some washrooms. We'll get 2 on either side. And a little info booth right in here for people looking for what to do. And then we'll get a kid's little playground right over here. Let's actually delete this, and we'll get the playground over here. So, you know, you can tire your kids out before you get back in the car. And okay, so I think we'll probably end it right on this side because we might get some housing over here. And then we'll swing a road out over onto this side, and we'll get like a cafe over here. So let's go with the paved path still. And we'll swing it out like this. And then we'll go straight. Cafe on the Bluffs. In Ottawa, where I reside, Ottawa, Canada, there is a group of restaurants that's run by, I believe it's the National Capital Commission, which is like a lot of inside baseball coming up. So just warning if you don't really care for Ottawa stuff. I mean, it's an Ontario city, and this is an Ontario themed city, so I guess it makes sense to talk about. So, you know, the National Capital Commission is just like a group in the city that has a lot of power, and they just make sure that things in the city don't, you know, are friendly for tourists and keeping the natural beauty of Ottawa together. Say what you want about it, if you know what it is. Some people don't like it, some people like it. Anyways, so I think it's run by the National Capital Commission, and what it is there's like these restaurants all throughout the city called Tavern, and there's like a tavern on the falls, which is by the Rideau Falls, where the Rideau River in Ottawa meets the Ottawa River. And let's get gazebo right here. And it's a really nice place. It's kind of behind like a geology museum or geology club brotherhood thing. I can't remember. Something to do with geology. And well, let's go with the nature reserve outlook over here. And yeah, this one's gonna be good. There's another one in Major Hills Park, which is a park that has a beautiful view of the Canadian Parliament buildings, and it's actually right behind or in front of, depending on your perspective, of the American Embassy in Ottawa. So, you know, if you're American and you were like, I wonder what the embassy in Ottawa is, it's very centrally located. Very large building. Oh, that's very nice. Kind of gives you more of a reason to come out here too. Anyway, so there's like a really cool restaurant there. It's just like a bar, pretty much. It looks a lot like this in a way, in the same theme. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be really anything else over here. Maybe a picnic table or two. Yeah, why not? Yeah, and then there's another one on the Rideau Canal, I believe, as well. And it's also very cool. And yeah, they're just like little bars, and they're very nice. They have like live music sometimes. At least the one in the falls does, the Rideau Falls. And they sell like, you know, it's not like a restaurant per se. Like they sell like a bit more easy to eat foods. That's nice. Okay, so we'll get a fence through here as well. Anyway, so yeah, so there's those ones, and then I think they're making another one in Westboro Beach. And nature reserve fence. So I think that's gonna be called Tavern on the Beach, which, I mean, if you're from like a city with actual beaches, this would be an embarrassment of a beach. It's a beach on a lake. Sorry, not on a lake. On a river. So not exactly, you know, an ocean. Yeah, that's nice. Just kind of end it off, and then we'll get a fence right along the edge of this bluff here, so people don't walk off the edge. We'll connect it up right to there or something. Anyways, yeah, so what I'm thinking is this could be something really similar, and it's like Tavern on the Bluffs, in a way, you know? It'd be free to get in, obviously, to this national park. It's more like a walking park. I mean, I guess it's not obvious, but there's not really that many situations like this, like a city park kind of vibe. I know it says national park. Maybe it's like a national historic site. But in a way, it's more like a city hiking trail. Okay, the strength is a little too high. Alright, holy cow. The timing is not doing that great, or the time of the episode is not helping us that much right now. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. That's a nice little entrance here, and then what we'll do is right from here, we'll get one more reason for there being pavement. So let's take a quick peek in the parks through here, and what would be a reason? Yeah, nothing. The zoo stuff doesn't always blend that well together. Let's see. Is there anything else going on over here that we could add in that might be interesting and kind of work, you know? We could have like a small like botanical garden type thing. That could be nice, but I think it might need a road. No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's try to place this right here. It does need a road. Oh, darn. Okay, well, maybe we can just turn it off, because that does look really nice. And we'll bring this paved path right into here. And we'll bring it all the way back around to connect up. I thought I had the Parkify mod on. But I guess not. Okay, so we'll grab it and we'll just turn it off, and hopefully that should... it doesn't turn off the notifications. That's okay. Maybe I'm just not using the Parkify mod right. But anyways, it looks really nice in here. Gives it a bit more of a reason. And then from this point here, what we'll do is we'll be able to branch off into dirt paths, and we'll use the one with the lights on it, which is from the Nature Reserve pack or group. And maybe we could get the paved path right out to here. No, let's go with this. So we'll get this one right to there. And I have Prop and Tree Anarchy still on, so that means that tree is going to be in the way. And then what I'll do is I'll also swing this out. And this one can be like a bit more of like a trail or something. Out to over here. And then we'll swing back around. Like that. And then we can also get a connection from here towards the bluffs. And I guess we can connect up over here. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so we have this old lighthouse, which, I mean, I think what this lighthouse's purpose would probably be would be if there was any like shallow waters, because we're pretty close to the port. So why don't we try to make those shallow waters? What we'll do is we'll go into here. Yeah, you know, this map was roughly built, so it was roughly built by me. So I'm criticizing myself. So let's grab this one right here, right on the edge of the water. And we'll turn up the brush size. So we're a bit too low. So let's try to grab this height. Yeah, because I want it to be a little more beach-like. We'll swing it around right into here. This will be a bit larger, the beach, and then we'll kind of just dissipate out. I think I'm not good with the sloping tool. Whoops, let's undo both of those. So if I right-click here, or I right-click here and then go down. Ah, okay, there we go. Still not the best with it, but that's all good. And then we'll come back over here with the smoothing tool and we'll just try to smooth it out, create some cool little features. All right, so we'll throw it on 3 speed, even though my game doesn't sim that fast anymore because the city's so massive. That's another reason why this series kind of needs to look at ending soon. My computer can barely handle Brockton County anymore. Anyways. Okay, so what else do we need out here? Well, I think we'll get some lookouts and stuff like that as well. The bluffs play really well to using these. Let's go with the larger one again, I think. No, I like this one. Yeah, so we'll try to get it to stick out a little bit more. And then I'll grab this and we'll just swing it. Okay, so it can't really. So what we'll do is we'll just get some dirt here. And we'll make it look like it just, you can walk out that way. And if I remember correctly from the Scarborough Bluffs, I haven't been there in years. I believe there is actually a fence right on the edge of the pathway. Or maybe it's just the part that I was at. If you know, let me know in the comments. I'm going to look it up afterwards, but I can't stop to look it up. Okay, so swing it to here. And then we'll swing the fence out a bit more over here so we can get some nature in between. And then we'll get the fence right behind here. And we'll connect up right there, which means we don't need this fence. And this looks horrible, so we'll just pull it back a little bit. Alright, that works. Okay, so right in here, it's an old lighthouse. What needs to be out this way? Well, I think there'll be the lighthouse, and then we'll have an abandoned old house where the lighthouse person used to live. So, yeah, here we go. Person who, you know, manned the lighthouse, perhaps lived back in here. And we can grab a dirt path. And we'll just run it from here, right behind. And, oh gosh, what did I just do? Okay, is property tree anarchy still on? I don't know. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. And this way you can go and see part of local Brockton history. And then we'll go back to our nature reserve right here, and we'll grab the sign right here. And this sign is always fun to use as like a, in 1893, this lighthouse was built, kind of thing, you know? One of those signs. And then let's get a little gazebo right out in here. I think that might be nice. A little bit of like a stop to grab a drink of water, some shade. There we go. So it all has lights on it, which is nice. Then we'll get another one out over here. Why don't we change it up and we'll get one of the lookouts, like not the lookouts, these towers. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so now we need to get to down here, and we're not going to go over on this side. And I think our best option is we want it to be accessible as much as possible. So perhaps right here is where we'll build a staircase down. And how do you build a staircase, Steven? Well, I like just using my imagination. So we'll just grab the nature reserve path and we'll go elevated. And we'll just go straight down to about here. And that actually looks pretty good. So we'll try and just clean it up a little bit with some smoothing. I'm actually impressed that that looks like some old stairs. We'll grab this and we'll just raise it up a little bit more. All right, and then we won't have the lights on this one, but we'll still have we'll still be using the nature reserve path. And let's go back down to ground level here, and we'll run this right along the base. And you can come out this way, and you know, check out the waterfront. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think there could be really anything out this way. I was thinking maybe we could have one of those piers. Maybe you can launch one of your like a canoe or something off of here. I mean, no, let's just keep it like naturey and stuff. I think that works out. Okay, so just grab these. We can make it seem a bit more swamp, like marshy, not swampy. So I'm just gonna try to spam click these in, and because we're trying to get as close to the water as we can, even though we can't build on the water. Maybe with proper tree anarchy we can. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Proper tree anarchy is control Shift P or something. Control B. Yeah, this is nice. You know, just kind of clicking this all in. You can probably hear my mouse just going crazy. I think this kind of blends well to this kind of feel. Maybe some birds like coming in here with the tall grasses. We'll change up some of it, but I'm going to use this one as the base. Let's go with this one. Yeah, try to get this right in the middle here, and right in here as well. Maybe right in here, try to you know, bulk it up a little bit. And then let's go with some smaller bush trees. I think this one looks nice, and then right in here as well. Oh, these ones are dying because they're kind of in the water. And we'll go with some smaller ones as well, right along the outside. Get some smaller clumps as well. It just really helps blend it in a little bit better. And my game's not liking it, apparently. And then why don't we go with some of these smaller trees as well. And we'll get a couple along here. Trees that maybe the city tried to plant to hold the embankment in or something. But they're not doing too well. Okay. Awesome. And then we'll try to get one of those piers. And it looks like we have some time still, which is nice, to get that community going. So we'll get this one. And we'll just bring it out to it there. I like lowering these into the ground ever so slightly. Gets them a bit closer to the water. That's fine. And then over here, let's do the same thing. Why not? Place that down. And we'll use this as the reason why you can come all the way down here. Whoops. Went a bit too far. And my game didn't like that. Alright, there we go. Okay, yeah, some cool bluffs. Let's let's get these trees in here. Let's make sure prop and tree anarchy is off. It's on, okay, so we'll turn it off. And I'll try and get it, oh, I'll clean that up along the bluff's edge there, don't worry. Nice little forest walk. Okay, then we'll clean up stuff. Oh, I just got rid of some things down by the water, didn't I? That's okay. Alright. Let's just delete this one big tree. Yeah, very nice. Okay. I like that. That kind of really helps fill it in a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll turn down the strength quite a bit on this. And then I'll just try and use this to help kind of fill the gap here between here, because I don't want to build over here. One, because it's a bit too close to the port, the rail line, yeah, to the ore industry. So I'm thinking we just kind of leave this side. Yeah, so now let's look at just getting some housing along here. So let's just kind of click in every other kind of lot. I think this will help kind of continue a theme a little bit better. Those ones are going to be a bit closer together, apparently. We'll skip a couple. Yeah, maybe this is like a bit of a more ritzy neighborhood. Right off the highway, though. And then let's get maybe like a shop or two right here. Maybe just one shop. Here, right here. And then we need maybe a dog park or two to really help the land value out. Dog park, and then we'll get another dog park over here, right on the edge of the tree line, so it helps it out a little bit more. And we're gonna need water out this way as well, I believe. Yep. Okay, so we'll just drag this and just excuse the crude nature of the water pipes in today's video. Okay, so it looks like this guy here needs to be raised up a little bit more. Okay, very nice. The Scarborough Bluffs, or the Scarborough Bluffs, that's what they are in real life. The Brockton Bluffs. You know, it's not like a replica. I'm not trying to replicate it, but I think this looks pretty nice. Okay, so I promised you train lines. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. We just need to wait for visitors. And we said it was free, right? So there we go. So train lines. So let's take a quick look at train lines. I know some of you really like the transit stuff. And I noticed while doing the build yesterday that there's like 1 million people here. So I've upped the trains and it's caused some issues. So this has been a long time coming, this train revision. So I'm hoping I can do it in about 10 minutes, maybe. So we'll go into train lines here. So your train line 1. I guess I need to go into trains here. Yeah, so train line 1 is the blue line, and the blue line, if you can see, goes all the way from there into here, and then it goes into here, and then it goes back. So we're gonna change that up a little bit. We're not gonna get that stop in right here. We're gonna make it 2 separate lines, and then that line right here, the green one, 3, goes from here at the lake station, goes all the way up to the zoo, and then it swings all the way up to Dean Hills, and that's a good line. And then the pink line, where is this one? Oh, this is the one for the airport. Okay, 1 train. It looks like we can probably get 2 on it now. That's nice. So we got the airport line. What's line 5? I think line 5 goes from Dean Hills, which is actually all the way up here. This is one of the only train stations that I'm allowing intercity trains to come into. It's this one in Union Station. So this one is Dean Hills Airport. And it has 2 vehicles. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like we got some backup. Oh, intercity trains are on this one now too, aren't they? think we said that was going to be okay. But it looks like there's a bit of an issue here because both of these are on this side. So why don't I try and grab the stop here? It's a bit difficult to see. Okay, what if I... I'm just looking to grab the stop line here. Drag stop to move it. I'm going to hold shift, and I think I can then get this one on that side. Yeah, there we go. So now they'll be on different sides of the rail. And then these intercity trains can get in here. I think that's going to be fine. I mean, holy cow, look at the amount of intercity trains that are coming through here, though. Ah, gosh. That rail traffic's a little bit of a mess. Okay, so let's go back to here. We'll go back to the rail. So this one we're going to change, and then this one we're going to keep, I think. Yeah, so this is Dean Hills Lake. Excuse the crudeness of that. And how many does this have? 5 vehicles. Yeah, I think we can bump it down to 4. Yeah, so this one it goes from Dean Hills, which has turned into quite the hub, eh? And then it comes down into here, where there's lots of people using this. Yeah, and then maybe we can actually take Dean Hills Lake, and maybe we can actually get it right into Union Station. So we'll try to grab... Alright, well, first of all, before we do this, let's delete. Let's pause the game. Let's take a quick peek at why this is needing to be happening, because this is crazy how many people are using this. So we're going to delete this line, and everyone's going to freak out for the time being. What is the city doing? Why do they remove the trains? But we're going to take this train and we're going to move it all the way down to here. And I believe it's a little bit frustrating, but I would like to have it stop at this track or one of the other tracks. Oh, look at that! Holy cow! I think like all series long we've been trying to figure out how to get that to work. So I guess the mod got fixed or something. Okay, and then we'll get this to stop over into the lake station, and there we go. And then we're gonna get a new one from Strathcona, which is gonna be like an express line from here. It's gonna go all the way back to the lake. All right, so Union Station. So we can share the line here with this one, or we can come in right here. And I think looks like a lot of the intercity trains are using that one, so I'd rather not. Oh, look at this. Okay, very good. And then we'll come all the way back to here. Nice. And then we're gonna have a second line that goes from here to the lake and back, or to here and back. Yeah, I guess we'll just choose this side. And we're here. Is that an issue? What's going on? Why is that a problem? Okay, we might need to redraw those ones in. Train lane 6 is the issue. Or it's train lane 7. Okay, so train lane 7 was the one that doesn't go to the lake. Okay, so we'll go from here. Sorry, let's go from this side. Go to the train station. Create new line. Yep. Then we'll go to the lake. And we're gonna go right back. Whoa, where are we? It's weird that that's not working. Alright, well, that one's not really necessary anyways. Because people going from Dean Hills can just go to Union Station. But I would have liked it if they could have come up this way. Could we bring it all the way up to the zoo? No, I'd rather leave that one alone and use the lake as a bit of a hub. Oh, looks like it didn't actually click in. trains. One more time, one more time. Okay, new line. Okay, we'll start from this side again. There we go. Okay, I held shift that time. And we'll go from here so we don't cross traffic. Okay, that one's fine. And then we'll hold shift again. Complete line. Oh, okay. I'm just being the silly guy. Okay, so Strathcona Union, and then Strathcona Lake, and the Strathcona Union. Holy cow! Yeah, this is why we need to separate these. Let's get 7 trains on, and then we'll change the color of this one back to that dark blue. And let's change the vehicle. Why not? Let's go with the high commuter train. Why not? And then I don't know if there's gonna be more people on this one's 400. Okay, yeah. So good thing we chose that one. Let's go with 3 trains then. We'll go back to line overview. Strathcona Lake now is the orange line, and we only need 1 train for this one. Let's make it yellow. All right, and let's take a quick peek at the other train lines as well. Yeah, there's not a lot of train lines in this series, which is okay. But I hope to get a few more going in Fort Prairie. Yeah, that's fine. I think there's evening out still. Anyways, yeah, so we fixed the train lines. I do plan on doing a larger transit review in the final episode, which is not going to be on a scheduled date at the moment. But yeah, we got the Scarborough Bluffs, or oh my gosh, Brockton Bluffs going. We'll just try and clean that up a little bit for this screenshot. Oh, are people moving in? People are moving in. That's nice. We got a couple shops in here. That's fantastic. Let's just make them historical so they don't change and become like those massive skyscrapers. Yeah, very nice. All right, so let's go back into here. Trying to get all the unique features of this build in place, or in sight. So have a lovely day, folks. Talk to you on Friday's episode, where we'll be building up in Dean Hills, where we just fix some trains. So have a great day. Peace out.